How's it going, everybody? CJ here, back with another video. Remember, Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to be streaming. We're going to be streaming M21. We're going to be able to get into the early access, so this is going to be fun. Join us for some best of one. We'll make up some random decks, whatever you guys want to build, we'll do. We can do some drafting. We can do some sealed. It'll be a good time. So be ready for that. I'll be posting the exact times that I'll be doing it on Twitter. So remember to check out my Twitter. It's linked down below. And we'll see you guys there. But this video is for Inniaz, the Gale Force. This is a first thoughts video. So I like this commander. I think it's a cool commander. It's a Jin and its flying matters and it can buff your flyers and it seems cool. Seems like a fun deck. Plus, it does a little chaosy stuff where you switch permanents around between the players, and that's like one of my favorite things to do. I love stealing permanents. I love exchanging control. I love chaos. If you've seen a lot of the gameplay videos, you'll see a lot of videos where I play stuff that steals or exchanges or stuff like that, because it is a fun mechanic. So, Inniaz, I think the best way to build this guy is going to end up being Flying Tribal. There's a lot of really good Flying Tribal cards, especially in Azorius colors, and those are all going to be auto-includes in this deck. So, I'm going to start off with those. The auto-includes being Flying Tribal stuff includes like Skycat Sovereign, which is a pretty new card for my Korea. It gets bigger with the number of creatures of flying you control, and you can pump out a lot of little flyers with it. Jubilant Sky Bonder makes it so it's harder to target your flyers. You've got Reconnaissance Mission, a good way to draw cards. Same thing with like Coastal Piracy, Biden Athasa. All of those very good in this deck because of the fact that you've got very evasive creatures and very easy to hit people with them. So you can draw cards off of them. Throw on Curious Obsession if you want to. Like, there's a lot of stuff you can do. Then there's a lot of lords that you can throw in. Like Empyrean Eagle, Favorable Winds, Thunderclap Wyvern, Windstorm Drake, Gravitational Shift. All of those are a great way to pump up your dudes. You can throw in Warden of Evos Isles as like a ramp card to make your flyers cost less. Windreader Sphinx, another great way to draw cards because all your creatures are going to be flyers. Magus of the Moat, that seems like a fun one in this deck, and if you can afford it, Moat seems like a fun one in the deck because of the fact that it makes it so only your creatures can fly basically, especially if you have something like Archetype of Imagination in there too. Seems good. Or, what is that big whale called? I don't remember what the big whale's called. If you remember what the big whale is called, comment down below. There's a whale that makes it so only creatures of flying and island walk can attack. So that whale can be in this deck too. And a good way to pump out a lot of creatures that have flying is tokens. You can put in a lot of token creation. You can use Anointed Procession to double that token creation. Some of the good token cards include Migratory Route, Battle Screech, Entreat the Angels. Those make big tokens. Howled Spirit Keeper is okay. Stolen by the Fae is a card I like in this deck. I think that's an underrated card and could be cool in this. Storm Herd, because who doesn't want like 50 Pegasi? And Thopter Assembly, just because it's pretty reusable. You got all these tokens. You can also just throw in Divine Visitation to make those tokens angels and much scarier. So, good add-on there. There's a few just specific flyers that I wanted to mention that are good in the deck. You can throw in like Consecrated Sphinx, so you can draw a ton of cards. Cartographer's Hawk, new card, lets you ramp, seems pretty good in the deck. Price of the Clouds? Pride of the Clouds. Did I write that down? I hope I did. I did not. I don't know what Pride of the Clouds does, but that's one that I wanted to write down. Azor, the Lawbringer, he's good. Even Mind Sensor is just a cool card in the deck. You're not really tutoring that much, so it seems fitting. Mole Drifter, of course, which is a flyer that draws you cards. And Minimi, why not get extra turns? Because if you have extra turns with all your attacking flyers, you're going to get so much more value and so much more damage in. It just seems like an auto-include. And so those are the Flying Tribal stuff that I wanted to talk about. There's one other way I could really see building this deck, and that's what I'm going to talk about now, being Jin Tribal. So Jin Tribal, I thought was going to be a lot better than it is. I went through the Jins, and a lot of them are bad. And the good amount of them are like really early magic, so they have like they're like a 4 mana 5/6 with a downside or something like that. Like they're bad. They're really really bad, like unplayably bad. So unfortunately, Jin Tribal's not really great. There's a few Jins I did want to mention that are solid, and especially one Jin of Infinite Deceits because it's also on theme with the exchanging of permanents. There's Jin of Wishes, good way to tutor. And Tidespout Tyrant, which I didn't even know was a Jin, but that card's very good, and that could be in the deck too. So, yeah, that's what I got for Inniaz, the Gale Force. If you guys enjoyed this video, remember, comment down below what you can do with Inniaz. I want to know what you're doing. Like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check me out on Patreon if you really want to support the channel. Don't forget to check out my Twitter so that way you can get the correct times for when I'll be streaming on Thursday and Friday, or Wednesday and Thursday, and on which platform I'll be streaming on each day. So that way you can stay in the loop and so you can be involved, because I'm sure you guys are going to want to be involved. It's going to be really, really cool to be able to build decks out of these new cards that nobody's been able to play with yet. It's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a very, very fun time, and I'm very excited. And I hope you guys are too. So we will see you guys next time. Peace out, everybody.